my name is Lisa Brown, and this is my thesis showcase, The System's Out to Get Me. I focus just on Black women. I focus on myself, I focus on people who look like me, I focus on like what light can I shine? Why is there so many empty homes? Why are their population high, but where are the people? Where are these Black women? Well, Baltimore City keeps 20% of them in prison at all times. 20%. For the state of Maryland, of the whole population, 54% of that are Black women. 60% of those Black women are mothers. Let's take you through it real quick. This is out to get me. I was actually asked by my school to remove this because of the current administration, and they decided to change it. But until then, they actually told my director to tell me to remove it. So I did the next best thing, which is graffiti. Graffiti is always a place where you don't gotta like it, but you're gonna love it, and here it is. I thought about something that's prolific, which is the best thing that I know publicized by Malcolm X, which is titled Malcolm X. It's a saying that he made sure that he spoke to the public, the nation, the international world, that the most disrespected, unprotected, neglected person in America is the Black woman. For somebody to tell me to take down anything from my theses is a chess move. The other piece is labor of a wall of labor, which is also it's cotton, grown, unmilled cotton. So people can understand what unmilled cotton looks like in the different gene species of cotton. Again, this is grown from a Black farmer right in DC and Maryland. I think people don't understand that when women are in prison, they're doing something. They're sitting around all day doing nothing at all, snapping their fingers and playing card games. They're being forced to make things and to clean things within that prison. They're not spending more money. They're making them do labor, which is slavery. No one ever changed anything systematically to say that I can't make you do whatever you're gonna do what somebody tell you to do. So the mirror reflects actually to the metal, and so you can see the names written engraved backwards onto it, and it's called cold as ice, because people forget that when you're in prison, you're sleeping on something very thin, but you're sleeping on cold steel metal. Which is a natural element that I think they almost use against us. The second piece under it is a drop down, is a pillow top that is sewn with pine cones. So it took me quite a bit of time, but I thought to myself, how uncomfortable does something have to be on that you sleep on, that thousands of people have slept on it. Like how I wanna see my vision would be these beautiful imagery from the Pratt Library. Baltimore has their own archive there. And all of these are community events, women-based organizations that focus on Black women, girls, women over 30 and 40, people, how to reunite people, different religious organizations right here in Baltimore where, people speak ill of, and these people are living full, beautiful, multi-level lives and dimensions, and always looking out for their community. This is something that in real life, you think somebody never shows. You would have never seen this and reflected on yourself and say, wow, that could be me one day receiving my master's degree. That could be me one day getting my GED. That could be me one day turning 100 years old and being, honored by the mayor because of my lived experience and my age. As in saying your age is appropriate to celebrate yourself. That's not something we see often in inner cities. They just seem to show us violence. Not saying you don't notify us, but if you're going to glorify something, glorify this side of us, of being great aunts, great parents, great cousins, wonderful neighbors, beautiful students, great scholars, wonderful leaders, gorgeous partners, and the best thing on our earth that provided everyone a human life, which is a Black woman. Everyone came from a Black woman. Everybody is Black, and everybody came from a Black woman. The sheets from prison that give a common story of a lot of the women I interviewed. And some of the just research that I found out too. I cut them and printed them. At first I was gonna use their actual stories, but I wanted them to have their own autonomy, on their voice, and it's nobody's business who these particular people are. One thing I found out as a community artist is that how do you tap into people? How do you find them to find better feeling about something, to have better moral compass? And I think the best way to do that is to remind people, can you write something kind to a Black woman? Can you say something kind to a Black woman? And I did this exercise a few times, just going to community events and just passing out a crayon, a color pencil, and a blank sheet of paper. And I was blown away, and so were the people, what came out of them. And I said I wanted them to take that with them when they left. And if you're in a place that's 65% Black or 60% Black, then it means you're running into Black women most of the day. And you can say these things, you can be kind and nice. It doesn't matter if they're experiencing homelessness or mental health issues, or even if they're, there's somebody that's panhandling on the street, you can still say something kind and nice. You don't have to be harsh and unkind. You want to reflect back to building that moral compass of saying, are we behaving in a way that's healthy and good? Would I want someone to talk to my mother like that? Or my child, my neighbor, one of my elders, or my school teacher? And so I just think that this was a great exercise for people to do, and I think this should be done more often. I think that if you, even in your own neighborhood, maybe your sister circle, you can write something kind. You can mail each other love notes and say, hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope the sun is going. I hope the rain is warm. I hope your boo give you a hug. I hope your mama is alive and happy. But you can say kind, nice things to people. It don't cost you anything, and it makes you feel better.